Hello, and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Bitcoin broke above initial resistance, so basically rallied from support and has broken initial resistance. In the previous video, I already highlighted to you that the wave 4 was possibly about to break. At least we were quite high in resistance, and I outlined already an alternative scenario for you, which we can talk about in this video. Actually, no, I don't think I actually talked about that alternative scenario in the previous video. I only published that on Discord this afternoon. However, the price is following that or a direct breakout wave count. I think these are the two that we need to follow. Again, you might remember, if you're new on the channel, you won't, but, if you followed my analysis, then you will remember that the price followed a three-wave move to the downside, reached our main support area, and has shown a reaction. That last low that I highlighted to you might not happen, indeed didn't happen. But I have to consider then actually that this B wave in white, and I take the micro count out now, but that this B wave here in white was likely a WXY structure. That, as I said, you don't know beforehand. You can only manage that with tactics by, for example, scaling into the support area when we are already very, very close to the target. Sometimes that last low just doesn't happen. However, the downside structure looks somewhat incomplete. So the downside structure is currently considered, it could be a WXY structure in the white count. Then the low in this B wave was already in. And we could now be moving higher in a wave C of 3 towards 74K. That would be the white scenario. And that's the, you could say, likely alternative. Maybe the second most likely scenario. Actually, they are both very likely, and they both, at the moment the trend is up anyway, right? From that support area. The support area worked nicely here around the 3rd of October, and it's now working again. The break of resistance was the initial bottoming confirmation. Well, it's not a confirmation. You could say an indication that we've bottomed. However, because the low or the downside structure looks somewhat incomplete without that one last low, I have communicated to our members on Discord earlier today that we might be following a more complex correction. So you see there on the chart here highlighted in green that this here is now a B wave rally, and we could still see another move down into support. At the moment, this is simply something to watch out for. It is obviously without any pullback, not really possible to determine. However, it's just something really to be aware of, okay? And the support area remains relevant for now. Something I want to mention is that I'm watching now for confirmation that we've bottomed here. But I need a first pullback for that, okay? I need a first higher low, just a simple higher low. So, for example, if we are now indeed moving up in the C wave there, in the white scenario, then this would be a 5-wave pattern. So I want to see the first micro 5-wave move up, followed by the first micro 3-wave pullback, which would ideally form a higher low. And this would then be a 1-2 setup, okay? I don't have enough structure in the move from the intraday low. There is just not enough structure. And therefore, I don't really have a micro structure, not anything that is smaller than what this is here, yeah? So I need to see a first higher low if it's holding, and then we get a breakout, then we're likely in the 3rd wave of the C wave. However, if the price gets rejected in resistance, which I added this afternoon, it's defined between 62,305 and 63,859, then this could indicate it was just a B wave rally within a still unfolding B wave pullback. Okay, so again, to keep it very simple, I would say I'm watching for clear signals that we've bottomed. Yeah, green candles are not a confirmation that we've bottomed. It's just sort of we have an early indication, but you can't confirm anything just based on a break of initial resistance. The support area marks the trade setup anyway, so anybody who entered based on, let's say, an Elliott Wave pullback trade, I would just recommend that you watch this price action closely. It's very interesting price action, but ultimately you need to be aware that there could be another test of support. So I will not, let's say, delete that support area at this stage. It stays relevant. Once I can add another support area, for example, if we see the first pullback from this rally, and again, there is not much structure in this move, so there isn't really much I can do, really. You know, this here was a bit clearer in terms of microstructure. There is just, it's nearly like it's just one green candle pretty much, okay? There are not any micro counts that we can get from there. Okay, so but once I see the potential for a wave 2 pullback, I will let you know. So that's the update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.